Right guys, welcome to the video. We're going to be going over this week's signals for the VIPs, and we're starting with Bitcoin. It was a small one. Now I apologize, I do not know what is going on with my Bitcoin chart, why it's got these gaps like this. If anybody knows, please tell me how I can fix this in the comments. But anyway, let's crack on with the trade. So Bitcoin was on a downtrend. We were looking for sells, as we usually are on Bitcoin because it's going to zero. And yeah, beautiful supply zone formed here. Left a big gap. Price pushed down really fast. Really bearish candles on the 5-minute chart. And here we are, really bullish move up into the zone. There's our entry. We actually entered this on the 1-minute chart. Let me show you. There we go. Entered it right there on that red candle close like that. And I thought it would have done a bigger move than this, but it did a 1.64R, I believe. Oh no, did a little bit more than that. So it did around a 2R. So I wrote that down wrong in my results. But that was the trade. I thought it would go further than that, but it didn't. And there you go, end of the trade. And the next trade that we caught was on gold. Okay, so we're about to look at the gold trade. Now, there's a few trades mixed in here. Only one of them was a signal. The other ones were taken live on TikTok. All of these trades were taken live on TikTok, by the way. But let's see what happened, because we caught a little buy here and then we started selling. It was kind of weird. The reason I was buying here is because I really thought with the market structure that this was like, you know, a major support level, and I thought we could get a quick trade, which we did, but I'll show you how it played out. The big one is about to come, the biggest trade that we've ever had. So the biggest signal ever. That was it. That was it for that trade. I entered on the 1-minute chart again. Go down to the 1 minute and show you. There we go. I just pretty much entered on the reaction. I put my stop loss down here in this occasion. I played it a little bit different because it was gold. A little bit different to my usual entry model, but it worked out just fine. Anyway, let's get back to that. That wasn't a signal. That was just a live TikTok trade. Let's get back to the real signal that the VIP's got, the dream entry right here. Downtrending, really bullish move, perfectly tapped the zone, really good bearish candle close. I believe we entered this on the 1 minute as well. We were just on fire and the market was on fire. There we go. We entered on the 1 minute right there. We just kept getting these wiki ones, but we thought, let's just get in. And this one absolutely printed, guys. Like I said, this was the biggest trade. This was the biggest signal I ever gave for the VIPs. It ran for a 42 RR, and it's not a swing trade. It printed in one session. Now, the weird thing about this trade was when I took this live, this was Asia Open. This was like an hour or two into Asia Open. And I have never seen this before, but we actually printed A+ setup one after another. So beautiful downtrend, making it lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We're failing at all the major highs and we're breaking all the major lows. So perfect downtrend. And this price action coming straight from a new low, just straight up into the zone, and a perfect bearish reaction. This was perfect, guys. This was a perfect setup. And what I've never seen happen is we got another one straight away. I apologize if you can hear the wind, by the way. It's very windy here today. Look, another A+ setup right there. You see that? This green candle here formed another zone. It's hard to see because I've got so many things on the chart right now, but there's the zone right here from that green candle. You see? And it's just got tapped there. All that liquidity there. Nice level of liquidity right near the zone. This was beautiful setup. Again, came from a new low, straight away gave us another entry, and this one absolutely printed as well because gold just basically went to zero from here, guys. I mean, I won't play out the full move because I've got other trades to show you. But yeah, it just went straight down in one session. So great trade. That was the biggest signal we've ever given to the VIPs. The next trade was oil, and this was another big one. Here it is. We're about to run into it straight away. So you can see the zone. Here is the supply zone. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. Obviously, if you don't know my strategy, you need to go back and watch the videos where I show you how to play this strategy. You need to go to my Telegram group. We measure in the last bullish candle before the big bearish move. As you can see, big full-bodied 5-minute candles here. Left a big gap. Price moved down really fast. Nice level of liquidity here. And let's see what happened when we came back for the zone. We'll zoom out a little bit so you can see the actual market structure. We're clearly in a downtrend, making new lows. If I remember correctly, the price action up to the zone wasn't absolutely perfect, but let's see what happened. There we go. It was pretty good. You see how it just flew up once the liquidity got taken. It just pushed straight into the zone and reacted off it. And I believe I entered this on the 1-minute chart as well. There we go. There's my 1-minute entry on that red candle close. I was trading like a beast on these 1-minute chart entries, guys. I was like, the markets were on fire. Like, you could do no wrong this week. You could really do no wrong. And this one ran like a beast forever as well. Ended up doing a 22, almost a 23 RR. I'm not even going to count pips. There's no point. But huge, big trade. Just one signal after the other for the VIPs was making everybody rich this week. People printed. One of our VIPs had the best week of his life, changed his life. He's now got 20k in his bank account. So well done to Ryan. And is it Jack? Jack, actually. Jack, Ryan? Jack. Yeah, VIPs have had a great week. I had a great week. It's been the best week ever. So the next trade was SP500. I won't let this run out because we might miss the SP500 trade. But let's find out where it was. 2.59. Yeah, that is the next one. So I'll let oil run out for a little bit. We can watch how this printed, hey? Absolutely just printed, look. Just printed, guys. This 5-minute chart. Anyway, let's go to SP500 in case we miss it. Here we go. We're coming up to it. Right, so SP also like going to zero. The whole markets were dumping. We were just looking to short anything at any time. Beautiful 30-minute zone. I tell people about these 30-minute zones all the time. Yes, we do most of our work on the 5-minute chart. We mark out our zones on the 5-minute chart. But when you get a 30-minute zone, guys, and you get a 30-minute setup, it prints. And that's exactly what happened here. Let's just see how price approaches the zone. Oh, it actually reacted off of a demand zone, which was scary. But I'll show you now the reaction. There we go. So even though things were a little bit choppy here, I didn't mind. And it was a 30-minute zone. I know these zones are bangers. They're like brick walls. They really do take some going through. And yeah, this absolutely printed again. Let's let it play out because the next trade we caught was here on the SP500. Again, the markets were so good to us. We were getting one entry after another. Really was the best week ever. I was so excited. I was pure emotion trading because I was so happy. But here we go. You got to enjoy yourself when it's hot like this. Look at this. Absolutely printed, guys. Just a straight 12.5 up. Guys, all my signals this week were monsters. Huge. Look at the entries I'm getting the VIPs. One after another. Always the same setup. Always the same setup. So learn the strategy. It's very easy to learn. And you guys can print just like this. Now, let's get to the next setup. We're still looking for sells. Again, look at this. Price action up into the supply zone. Slowed down a little bit. And there we go. I believe I got in up there. Might have my finger in the wrong place. Oh no, this is actually where I entered. Do you know why? I actually missed this. I think I was looking at another chart or something when this happened. But when I locked in, I thought I can still get in here because it's reacted off the zone again. You know, this is fine. So this is where we entered. This is where we entered. Just on this 5-minute candle here. I didn't want to enter on this one because it was a little bit wicky out. No, I was being extra careful. But we printed on this one as well, 2.5R. Straight to TP. There you go. Bang. So the next trade, the next signal was our first ever dollar-yen trade. Oh, here it is. It's happening right now. This was our entry as well. I entered on the 1 minute, actually. I'll show you the chart in a minute. But I might be wrong about this. You have to fact check this, but I believe there's something going on with the Japanese economy, and they want out of the yen and they want into the dollar. So you can catch some big moves on the dollar yen right now. The dollar's really bullish against the yen, and you can see. I was watching this zone for a very long time. It was beautiful, and look at the moves on this. It's such high volume. Look at the size of these candles, guys. It looks completely different to any other chart. You have to zoom out just to show the move. Do you know what I'm saying? And look at the reaction. Look, that is a huge 5-minute candle. That is huge. Look at the wick. It's crazy reaction. So we actually got in this on the 1 minute. There you go. Entered on the first bullish 1 minute candle close, which was really bullish. It had no wick on top of it. So that was an easy entry. Didn't have to think about that for very long. And yeah, just to show you the setup again, clearly in an uptrend, breaking major highs, and we've just gone boom, straight down, and just a great reaction off of the zone, just a beautiful reaction off the zone. And this one absolutely printed, did a 5.4R. Our next trade was on the SP 500. I'll just play it out a little bit. I mean, it chopped around a little. I'm going to go to the SP in case we missed the trade, in case I go past it. No, it's quite far away, so we can watch this, how this played out for a minute. Watch how we hit our TP. It pumped, look. It absolutely pumped, guys. There you go. We don't need to see any more, do we? Right. Here's the SP 500. So coming on to the next signal, we had a great week, guys. We had a great week. Here we go. That was entry. Uptrending. High, low, high, low, high, low, high. And we've sort of got a little bit choppy, but then we went on another uptrend again, making a high, low, high, low. Failed to make a high, but the price action, the way we came down into the zone, it was just pure red. You know, great price action, really good bullish reaction off the zone. 5-minute candle did not close inside the zone. I was very careful about my entry on this one because we got a very wicky. The first bullish 5-minute candle closed very wicky, so I waited for this high to be broken, and we entered here. And this one printed a 3.8R. Boom, just like that. So that was another one for the VIPs. Now we go to the euro because we actually started trading the euro now. And it's been really good to us. We've not had a losing trade. In fact, we did have one losing trade on the euro, but we had plenty of winners. Not all of them were signals. A lot of them were taken live. This was just a small one. They were just small trades on the euro, but they were easy trades. So here we are on an uptrend. Beautiful demand zone formed here. Nice level of liquidity under all these candles here. And we're about to come down and smash the zone. See how price came down, nothing but red. Got a little bit, slowed down a little bit towards the entry, but we got entry there. That's it. And just, you know, it did a quick trade. I thought it would go on to make a new high, but it didn't. That's fine. Still did 1.1R, which is enough for us. And then we actually took a loss on the euro, which ended our 7-trade win streak. We went on a 7-trade win streak, guys. And I mean, I call it a loss because it didn't do a 1R. Most signal groups will claim it as a win because it did a few pips. It did a 0.9R. It was very close to doing a 1R, but I wrote it down as a loss, and that destroyed our 7-trade win streak. All good things come to an end. The next trade was on gold. We're down to the last 2 trades now, guys. We're almost there. We had a great big week. Oh, I can't even see where the next trade is. Okay, I seem to have lost the gold trade, but there was a big gold trade where we did a 3.97R. I just can't seem to find it on my chart, so I apologize about that one. And then we did one more on the euro, which was a 1.5R. And that one also seems to be missing. Unless that was it there. No. Anyway, I apologize about that. I've lost the last 2 trades. I seem to have deleted them off of my charts. Happens sometimes. But anyway, we had a fantastic week. Total signals given was 14. Only 4 losers, 10 winners. That gave us a 71% win rate. And as you can see, a lot of them were really, really big movers. Plus, we went on a 7-trade win streak, which is almost unheard of. It's unheard of for me. And the size of the wins as well. I don't think anybody out there beat us this week. Not on TikTok, not any signal group out there. I think we are the kings. So join the VIPs, guys. Take care, everyone.